Yeah, hi guys, Craig Dowd here from D3 and my old mate Ian Jones. First, before we start, I just want to forget about the brand behind us. It's the subliminal messaging. It's got nothing to do with that. It's about a conversation here, okay? Just being a little bit discreet. It's a Camo.
Don't forget about this brand though.
Oh, the AA. Healthy
this ain't
lifestyle.
discreet.
Hey, recently you just finished the Great Barrier 100k swim.
Yep.
Incredible. Firstly, before you speak, I just want to say congratulations. And how much money did you raise for St John's?
Well, we're up about 325k at the moment.
That's amazing.
And still climbing now that we've completed the 100k. People are, as you are, blown away from it and congratulate us for it and then donate. But before we do start, Daddy, thank you very much for the time. You look amazing. 20k lost.
Well, who would have thought? In our 50s, we're actually getting out there and probably fitter than we were back in our 20s and 30s.
Well, I was just sitting here thinking, man, me and you wouldn't be very good on the left-hand side of the scrum anymore. We'd need some big boppers.
Oh, hey, we know the left-hand side of the scrum, mate. We made that winger with the number 11 on a jersey.
Yeah,
we gave him that
right.
space.
But no, it was amazing to be part of this, the Great Barrier Challenge. A mate of mine, known him for many years, 30 odd years, Rick Wells, who's a former Commonwealth Games gold medalist, triathlete, a swimmer initially, had this idea March of 2020, just after lockdown, that he needed to challenge himself. He needed to do something kind of crazy to get it himself. And
he could find 5 other mugs that could put their hand up to do it.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it, Dowdy? When someone rings you and I always just say yes. No matter what the situation is, I always just say yes to every opportunity and then you work it out somehow. And if it doesn't kind of work out and you have to say, hey, no, well, you haven't lost anything, right? But if you say no to someone's crazy idea at the start, well, you might have lost out on this amazing opportunity. And
St John's are 320 and climbing. They're off for it.
Yeah, so Rick said, hey, do you want to do this? I said yes. The 4 of us did this. So people can still have a chance to jump on our page, which is greatbarrierchallenge.co.nz, and just check out my other 4 mates that did it. One was a amazing young man, guy called Kareem Rastami, his name is, Afghanistan refugee to New Zealand.
Sure.
Developed polio back in Afghanistan. So when he swims, he has no strength in his legs, right? So he actually has to strap his legs together and just drag his legs. Like the rest of us, we can kick and got some power. Yeah. It is so extraordinary by Kareem. But as a group, it was cool to do. And look, really apprehensive about it, right? It's a kind of 100k, so pretty serious.
You get out, you have a look at the map and you just see the distance from Great Barrier to Takapuna. I mean, it's incredible. Look, we got some old mates. Case Muse, he's got a question that he would love to ask you. So Case, what's your question?
Kia ora Dowdy and Camo. Hey mate, just want to say congratulations on the big swim from Great Barrier to Takapuna. Just a quick question, mate. Did you see any good dive and fishing spots on your way while you had your head in the water? Be good to get a couple of those spots. Cheers, bro.
Oh, cheers, bad news. Hope you're selling heaps of real estate too down Dunedin, but the reason I'm laughing is because your mate Glenn Osborne also sent me a congratulations text and asked exactly the same questions where all the dive spots were along the way. Mate, most of the time, and Dowdy will know this because he's a fisherman out there, we're about 47, 48 metres all the way where you're swimming through there, so it's deep ocean. Yeah. So no, but we did see heaps of marine life. We were farewelled when we left Great Barrier, only about 500 metres off by this beautiful big pot of orca. Another time we're in the water, actually Rick Wells was in the water that time, a group of 6 southern right whales swam past, surrounded by heaps, like a pod of about 100 plus dolphins, right, and had these cool hammerhead sharks hanging around the boat at night, just playing around the lights. They weren't that freaked out by us, and we had to kind of dive over them.
And they kept their distance.
we kept our distance.
Oh, yeah, you swim faster with it, knowing there's a hammerhead down.
Yeah, well, they actually weren't that stressed. But the other thing, and you'll know this too, Dowdy, in Case, who does a lot of fishing at night, the phosphorescence in the water was just amazing, man. So every time you put your hand in, it was just like this, we used to call it like a Star Wars moment, there was like this beautiful greens and reds and blues would just shoot out, and that was pretty cool.
And you were absolutely confident, fine, to swimming to because it's really what you can't see in the water.
Yeah,
47 metres down.
I'm never stressed out about what's in the water. It's their it's their domain, it's their playground, and we're just privileged to kind of hop in there around them. But no, never stressed out by that.
You wouldn't be a very good feed.
No, I'm not
a bit sinewy, wouldn't you? You'd be a bit chewy. They'd probably spit you out of the.
But the night we did it there's amazing moonlight, so it was throwing out heaps of rays. So I was apprehensive, as we all were, about swimming at night. But it actually turned out to be a highlight, right?
Oh,
so you go in there, as you know, you go in there a little bit worried about things.
But once you're in there,
it's a way. So it's actually like everything in life, Dowdy. We're all nervous about doing something new.
Yeah, for sure.
But once you nail it, you're away.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, I've got another question from another old mate of ours. It's Caleb Clark's dad, actually.
Oh, right, okay.
Remember Ronnie? Ronnie Clark? Hey, Ronnie, what have you got for us, man?
Hey, Camo. Awesome, well done. Excellent accomplishment by you, Rick, and the boys, but also too for an awesome cause as St. John's. Hey, I just wanted to know, Camo, what was it for you that got you through the distance that you needed to cover in that swim? What was your mentality? Was there any fears that drove you? Is there a feeling of euphoria that kind of pushed you through the water as well? But what was it for you, mate? What helped you to get through that distance?
Hey, cheers, Ronnie, and congratulations to you too for, like Dowdy here, keeping your training up. I mean, it's getting fit is hard, damn hard. But once you're fit, once you have the mentality, you look like you're keeping it up, and that's wonderful to see as well. I had no fears at all, Ronnie, because I've done the training, and if you've done the training and you're confident that you can do the distance, you're going to be okay. So physically, I never saw it as a huge hurdle. I knew mentally it was going to be fairly tough, from time to time, getting back in the water, putting on a wetsuit, very minimal sleep. All of those things become quite mentally challenging. But as we all know, when you're surrounded by teammates, when you have a cause, which was the money raised for St. John, when you have an end point, which was Takapuna Beach, all of those things actually make, which looks like quite a daunting day's work, actually quite achievable. So break all of those down. Look, no one can do an undertaking like that in one go, just like doing an Ironman or just like running your first 5Ks. But as you build up towards it and just do little bites and chunks and little milestones, we can all achieve amazing things.
Well, I'm sure you had a lot of motivation, and look, there's no way you're going to let down a charity like St. John's. And I mean, how was it seeing Takapuna Beach? Because I imagine you can't see Takapuna Beach from Great Barrier and not even halfway, but when it just became closer and closer. Yeah,
it was actually overwhelming, and very humbling for all of us to hit Takapuna Beach, because it was a beautiful sunrise that when we after swimming 12 hours through the night, there was a really good gathering at the beach. We swam in together and just welcomed by all of our family and friends. Had a big group of people down there. The St. John's were down there themselves, so it was quite humbling for all of us. And the support prior, during the swim and since has been overwhelming. It's been incredible to be part of that one-off experience. And I'm so pleased I said yes.
Yeah, well, it's been over a week now since you guys are back, and like I say, the feedback, just the awe that people have, they know the 100 Ks is an absolute gut-wrenching, painful. The body must have been sore for days afterwards. So what D3 have got for you is a massage gun. It's the new improved aerodynamic version. So for your old tired body, that's for you.
Thank you very much. I'm nothing but aerodynamic.
Yeah. And you can buy those at Rebel Sport, by the way.
I will try it out. I will give an honest review, and maybe I can give some feedback. See how it works on a tired, aging ex-athlete like myself. And I used to love the massage, to be fair.
Yeah. So we call them suction guts. The people that go to the physio room and just absolutely lay on the bed, and you couldn't get them off.
Yeah, I'll give this a go. So thank you, Dowdy, and thank you, D3, and thanks for the interest in this swim, and and what you're also doing for for men's health.
Well, I mean, if we talk AIA vitality and D3, and with the match fit team, it's about getting off the couch, get active, and we can't encourage enough for people to, adopt that healthy lifestyle, because at the end of the day, you're doing it for your family, you're doing it for your loved ones. You have to be a little bit selfish to do the training yourself, but the benefits are far worth it.
Yeah, getting started is hard, but I encourage you to start. But when you start, I also want you to make it sustainable. Don't go out there and think you can run 5, 10, see the people doing the marathon, say you can do that, because it'll only lead to failure. Be really respectful of where you started, and I know for me personally, I got to the stage where I'm absolutely, if I go for a run, I'm not scared to walk. Walking while you're running, or just walking to start with, is absolutely 100% acceptable. Don't think you can, break records straight away. So inch by inch, step by step, little by little, you will sort of achieve those goals. But make it sustainable. Prioritise your own health and well-being. Make sure you go for those walks or whatever you need to do, because the easiest thing in the world is to sit on the couch. And we all like doing that, but as Dowdy said, prioritise your own health and well-being, go for that 5, 10, 15-minute walk, build it up, and you end up looking like Dowdy, which is incredible.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for coming along.
Thank you, Dowdy.
Really good to see you.
Cheers.